The MAGA litigation explosion, the rule of law isn't comatose yet. At times, it can seem as if the rule of law and democracy are veering wildly off course. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit issued an egregious opinion departing from federal standing to pursue the MAGA radical abortion agenda. The Tennessee legislature ejected 2 black lawmakers for exercising their constitutional rights, and defeated former President Donald Trump threatened violence and sued a witness against him in retaliation for his indictment. Representative Jim Jordan, Republican Ohio, continues his quest to obstruct Trump's prosecution in New York. At least Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg has put Jordan's feet to the fire in challenging Jordan's abuse of congressional subpoena power. However, there are signs of hope that the rule of law is not yet extinguished. Jean Carroll. Trump has tried every trick in the book, but Carroll is going to get her day in court and use much of Trump's crass, misogynistic language and conduct against him in her civil suit for defamation and sexual assault. She's a symbol of the legion of women who raised claims of harassment and abuse, which Trump denies, as well as women whom he consistently insults and threatens. His pathetic attempt to delay the trial was rejected. Yes, the law, even if only civil, is catching up with him. Special Counsel investigations. Special Counsel Jack Smith dragged former presidential advisor Stephen Miller before the grand jury. Smith continues to pursue former Vice President Mike Pence's testimony. Trump's executive privilege appeal will fail, like all the others. And Smith might be after Trump for wire fraud, for bilking donors out of money with fundraising appeals based on the big lie. There is something deeply satisfying about Trump, who has monetized everything and wrung millions out of cult members, finally facing the consequences of his greed. Think of this as Trump University to the nth degree. As all of this is swirling around, federal investigators are asking witnesses whether former President Donald J. Trump showed off to aides and visitors a map he took with him when he left office that contained sensitive intelligence information, the New York Times reported in connection with the Mar-a-Lago documents case. If Trump showed classified documents to others, that would be powerful evidence for an Espionage Act case. And it seems as if Smith is close to the end of his investigation. The Times concluded, prosecutors have now interviewed nearly everyone who could offer insight in connection with the documents, according to one person briefed on the range of witnesses. Here, too, Trump's comeuppance for his arrogant refusal to accept that his power ended with his presidency seems within reach. Given Smith's high-powered investigation and success in forcing Trump's top cronies to testify, it would be shocking if, after all this, the special counsel did not recommend prosecution on charges related to January 6, 2021, and the Mar-a-Lago documents case. If Jack Teixeira can be indicted on a charge of improper retention and disclosure of national security secrets, surely Trump can, too. New York financial civil suit. It won't land Trump in jail, but New York Attorney General Letitia James' mammoth civil case alleging widespread fraud in his property valuations might hit Trump where it hurts most, his wallet. Indeed, if James succeeds, with the much lower standard of proof in a civil case, Trump could even be banned from doing business in New York, a potentially devastating blow to his finances. On Thursday, he had to sit for a deposition in which he reportedly answered questions rather than take the fifth. Given that James need prove her case only by a preponderance of the evidence, without a unanimous verdict, Trump faces a real risk of financial ruin. Dominion voting systems. Trump isn't a party, but he is the subject of the Dominion voting systems defamation case against Fox News for repeatedly lying that its machines improperly changed Trump votes. Hosts, producers and executives knew that and that the rest of the big lie was bunk. Perhaps most important to the MAGA movement, Fox News' pretense to be a legitimate news organization is endangered. Judge Eric M. Davis found that Fox lawyers did not turn over critical evidence in a timely manner. At the very least, the lawyers face possible financial sanctions and professional discipline. The upcoming trial might deliver an expensive lesson to the right-wing media machine about bamboozling audiences with one conspiracy theory after another. Many people have been waiting for the moment when Trump faces consequences for his suspected and admitted financial shenanigans and his alleged abuse of women, and they are seeing a karmic balance in his most important media enabler being on the verge of disgrace for lying to its audience. Given Trump's multiple serious legal challenges, one has to ask if the GOP is truly prepared to put all down-ballot candidates and the presidency at risk to stand behind someone a majority already believes has committed a crime. It defies logic, and yet the GOP at this point has no plan B. Legions of cynics who have scoffed that facts don't matter and insisted that Trump would never be held accountable might rethink their gloomy outlook. Although the conduct of the federal judiciary and state legislatures give us ample reason for worry, when it comes to Trump's fate, the rule of law is still alive and very well might deliver results. The MAGA litigation explosion, the rule of law isn't comatose yet. At times, it can seem as if the rule of law and democracy are veering wildly off course. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit issued an egregious opinion departing from federal standing to pursue the MAGA radical abortion agenda. The Tennessee legislature ejected 2 black lawmakers for exercising their constitutional rights, and defeated former President Donald Trump